Hi guys. I want to continue with domestic affairs, and then I move to the international affairs on the New Year's wish list. Last time we talked about the legal complaining between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni side, but I want to finish this. There was the latest update is that Baldoni actually first sued New York Times for some million, $100 million. And then the latest one says that he's going to sue Black Lively. First, when I saw the news, I thought, why was that, Berdoni only sued the New York Times? It seems unlikely to be succeed because, the media, the mass media is kind of protected by the First Amendment to the Constitution. Unless you have a strong, concrete evidence to show that the media has some defamation and the media is trying to get some violence against you. Otherwise, it's very hard to prove that the media has a bias against you. The First Amendment, that's a give the mass media, including New York Times, obviously, the right to present their opinions and present the information the way they see fit, right? So I don't think he has a very strong case there. But now, and also, I was thinking that if Blake Lively filed a legal complaint against you, why not you do something, to fight back instead of fighting the mass media? It seems to me it's a sign of weakness. So now it seems like we are getting the thing that all in the in a balanced picture. At least that both sides are doing something. However, this is an important point that I want to make is that I'm not, there's two kinds of fight, like a good fight and a bad fight. I don't think this one will be a very good fight. Okay, the way I divided it, the good and bad, is that to see their social impact. If basically the both fight will have some cost. There's no question about it. The question is that whether the benefit that from this fight is gonna be over, weight than the cost. Otherwise, if it's good, then if it does, then we have a good fight. Otherwise, we have a bad fight because the society didn't get much out of it. Okay, not much positive things out of it. So let me give you a few examples that are the good fight. Historically, the civil rights movement is a very good fight. Okay, because it makes the black people, technically all the minority, but mainly the black, right? The social awareness is high. The black people, they are motivated to have an incentive to participate in the prosperity of this country and also the participate in the democracy of this country. That's very good. That's a uh, um, that's an example that benefit overweight the the cost that associated with the civil rights movement. Of course, I still have some questions about, you know, uh, like for example, the Broadway show of Hamilton having a black guy to be the George Washington. That to me is kind of a promoting the racial diversity at the cost of a historical fact. I think we still should respect the fact. And then there's tons of other ways to get the social racial justice, right? Than just asking, having black actors to play George Washington. That's kind of laughable because you didn't show enough respect for the history. The first thing to make that racial justice is that we don't want to violate. We don't want to forget the historical fact, right? We don't want to say, okay, this racial discrimination, this slavery never existed. That's wrong. It does exist. It did exist. We don't want to deny that. Okay, so denying that it would be like saying that we were doing any racial justice at all cost. That's not a good way to actually to do that. So that's just the one quick comment. Well, let's go back to the Lively and Baldoni case. I don't think that this will be based on what I have seen. I think I don't think it's going to be a very good fight. Let me tell you the reasons. On the both sides, let's start from Blake Lively. Uh, the problem sh- with her there is that in the press conference, in the promoting the movie, she was too busy to present her to make a sales of her some cosmetics product. That to me it just says that she's not really serious about the cause of driving this the movie. It ends with us. She just more concerned about her own personal welfare than the collective welfare for the victim of the domestic violence. There's a situation, there are case or times for everything, right? In a serious topic like this movie, you don't want to sell your personal cosmetic thing. That's just that shows to me that she doesn't have a very high EQ. It's just something, you know, politically incorrect, but also, on her side, I don't think she has the uh, really strong motivation of, fighting for the benefit of the victim domestic violence. Okay, so that's just one thing. We've seen that before the lawsuit, so we know this is real. That shows her, Black Lively has shown her real color by doing something like a totally out of line. Okay, but on the other hand, Baldoni, last time I said that he is a, he has his steps, right? Because he written books and he had a TED talks. But I would think that, it's kind of a surprising to me that it means it actually tells us that you could have a publishing books, you could have a TED talks, the top forum in this country, but you still may not have the EQ to do things right. We know this is a fact that he admitted at this time that he talked to the trainer of Black Lively and showing his concern about, you know, having to lifting up Black Lively, worry about she's too heavy for his back. That's just not the right thing to say. It's almost like talking about the overweight, it's almost like dropping a nuclear bomb on a lady. I mean, this is a highly sensitive issue. Really should know better than that. So I think that both sides is like it's not just that he said, she said, but also both sides has some problems. I don't expect much that we can make a social progress from this fight. Okay, so that's why I won't pay too much attention on this. I may, still keep an eye because, when it comes out, I still want to see the evidence. Text exchanges, those kind of things. That's still interesting. I want to see um, the complete picture. So in that sense, it's good, but I don't think we can get much out of it. The society won't get much out of it. Okay, so let's stop here.